Well, got our Klesh Gold Blast Paydirt. Full gram guaranteed. One of 100 views, $10 off the next bag. One of 100 to 1,000 views, it's $15. Huh. Make a video, get free gold. Awesome. Definitely making a video. This is really neat. Haven't seen this before, Klesh, but this is a really good idea. I'm definitely making a video, and I'm hoping I get 100 views. I mean, what's it take to get a free bag? 2 free bags if I get 100,000 plus? I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that. Probably not gonna get 100,000 views on my video. I usually don't get that many, you know, lucky if I get a couple hundred, but I'll be glad to have 10% or 15% off of my next bag. So this is a really cool advertisement. I like the packaging. I'm excited about getting the guitar clip. I don't play guitar, but I have a very good friend, Andy Barbarina's, that plays guitar. So he will be receiving that. And that's pretty neat. So this is really, really neat. This, I feel like, it's pretty interesting. I've got a lot of crystals right on top, some long crystals. I don't know how well you can see those in there, but there are some nice little long crystals in there. I think I'm gonna try and get those out of there, keep them separate while I can see them. Reach for my tweezers. They are up here somewhere. Not sure where they are. Maybe they're not up here. Maybe I don't have tweezers. But I feel like I'm gonna be able to get those out anyway, but there's one of them. Some interesting little stones down in the box here. That's a real cool small crystal, elongated there. Pretty neat. I'm just gonna, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna classify all this. And start out with this kitchen trainer I just ordered. I think I just got this thing. I think it might be too fine of a mesh. But what I'm gonna do is probably gonna try to classify this into my small pan so I can dump the big stuff into my bigger pan. I don't really like rinsing the bags out. There could be some dust in there or something, but I don't throw my bags away. I save all my bags all the way from the beginning. So got every bag I've ever mined, and also saving the information of what came out of them. We'll classify this down. This is going to be super fines here. There's a lot of neat pieces of rock coming out. I mean, that's really pretty. I don't know what this is, but I love the color on that little piece of rock there. Some nice crystals in there. All super fine stuff there. I'm noticing a lot of people are doing the magnetics first, but I don't know the purpose of that. This strainer is so fine that it takes a long time for it to do its job, but it's only letting the super fines through, so I'm sure there's going to be some medium stuff that is going to be in between my kitchen strainer and the other classifier that I have. So that's why I basically wanted to do 3 different pans. Tossing stuff out of there. Might be all I'm going to be able to get out of those super fines there. Try it in this pan for a little bit. I mean, like, we're getting a little bit of grainage in there coming through it, but not much. Should a few more times. Okay, that's pretty good on that side. Then let's do I mean, this kitchen strainer here is a little bit different. So we may just go with this one next and see what we can classify out. I thought I saw a little nugget in there. One thing about these is you really want to tap them and rub them out, because you can feel stuff stuck in them. I mean, that could be gold stuck in there. Who knows? A lot of stuff stuck in there though. I think it's mostly sand, but a lot of stuff got stuck in that strainer. That may be too small of a strainer. If you're watching this video and you think that this is too fine of a strainer, let me know. I'll get another one. Put this one in the kitchen. Try to get most of it off of there. That did pretty well there. Put that back up. Not going to fall through this classification, fall through this classification. And, well, I see a pretty nice piece of gold in there. I see a pretty nice piece of pyrite in this one. Now we're going to go to a 1/4 inch. Let's see. There's also 2 crystals in there. I'll pull those out. Set those over here. Got some more crystal. We have a lot of crystal in here. We've got some very interesting stuff. I don't know what this is, but man, I can't wait to see that under the microscope. That is, you can't even like really see what I'm talking about, but that is a very interesting little rock. I'm going to show that under the microscope later. There's some very interesting gems in here. Really cool rocks. The geological aspect of this is just as interesting to me as the gold. I mean, I don't know what the value of some of these things are, you know, and but pretty neat stuff, and I don't see a whole lot of difference. I mean, I can see with my eyes what I have here, the little elongated crystals. There's 3 or 4 of these, very neat. I like those. This is a nice, some type of crystal formation, pretty nice. Several of those. This right here almost looks like the ocean picture stone. I could be wrong, but there's a couple of those in here, like this one. Is that the ocean picture stone like Dan Hurd finds, or maybe just not as high of a quality as what he finds? And there's some really interesting little colored pieces of crystal in here too. I'll have to do some research and find out exactly what they are, but then we got a nice picker in this pan that I think you can see it right here. Maybe if I can get the light to glimpse off of it for you, but I do have a nice little picker in here, right there. And this classification, but I'm going to go ahead and try to pick that out of there if I can. I don't lose it. Maybe more on the flaky side, but I found it. Probably has a good chunky little piece there. You see that? Not too big, but so we're going to take this. I can take one of these. It's usually what I dry my gold in. I put it in that, put it over a little bit of heat until it takes the water off of it, and then I can pour it into my vial from that, or a piece of paper. So far, that's where we're at. Not very good, but at least we know we're getting another gram out of this if we can find it. There's another one of those little elongated crystals that came through the small classifier. Some of them are broken shards, but I think they're cool. I haven't found those in any other pay dirt. Finding quite a bit of them, actually. But yeah, that's the coolest rock bowl that I've gotten so far. This was, let me just show you. This is a Klesh bag. This is a Klesh bag. One little bag from Klesh. Where'd my bag go? I already put it up top. This is everything else. This is the rocks from all the other bags that I was able to classify through these classifiers. Nothing cool. Nothing cool like this. So yeah. Let's see if we can get some views on this video. But man, that's a nice bag. So I'm gonna hit this with the magnet. A little bit. That's what we got there. Take this here. And I like to dump it in water. I keep all of my black sands in water. And a little bit of jet dry in there with it. I want to pick out anything here that may have gotten through that looked interesting. From over here in this bowl. That's a plain rock there. That could go in the plain rock bin, but could be some more crystals in here. I see another little fleck of gold. Interesting little rock needs to be washed down. I'll wash the whole ball of rocks down as well. Just making sure I don't see anything. I'm seeing quite a bit of gold in there too, little bitty pieces. I'm gonna get all that. Check the more magnetic from this side. Pull anything out of there? That's odd. See me pull out a little bit more just by going over it one more time. Wow. So that's magnetic material. Huh. Got a magnetic rock. I don't get a lot of those. I haven't found a lot of magnetic rocks yet, but there's time for everything, I guess. But actually, I mean, well, see, there's one magnetic rock over there too. All there, so I really never checked the rocks. I usually do my classifying before I do my pan. Okay. Oh, I'm seeing a couple of little nice pieces of gold in there. Quite a few nice little pickers just from getting it flat in the pan. What I want to do is I'm going to take my bowls here, stack them up according to size like this, classified. Got my kitchen strainer, minus, plus kitchen strainer, and then this one here is the 1/4 inch. And well, I mean, anything that stayed in the kitchen strainer too. This is what fell through the kitchen strainer. So we're creek over, and I like to bring out warm water from the house just because it's winter time, it's a little cold. So get me a gallon of the house and keep a little bit in the gallon for my final rinse up. So what we're going to do, we're going to take these here rocks here, and we're going to put them over here. I'm going to pan into this pan. A little bit more water in it. I'm not very good, and I like to go through the process a couple of times. It's fun to play with your dirt. I mean, you paid a lot of money for this dirt. You should play with it for a long time. Matter of fact, I've got all my dirt right here in this 5-gallon bucket, and when I don't have anything else to do, sometimes I play with it. Find this, find that. I'm going to stratify it real good. Yeah, I like the way this dirt moves in your pan. It does have a natural feel to it. I also like it when I find like little pieces of nature in the sand, like sticks and bark and debris, because that makes me feel like it's more natural. Somebody, ooh, I don't know why, but that gold is over there on the edge. Well, you can tell me what I'm, well, let's see. Tell me what I'm doing wrong here, but even though I'm stratifying, my gold's collecting right there. You can see it collecting right there, and that kind of scares me. Let's see. It doesn't scare me because it's all going to this other pan, but that's why I like to check it 2 or 3 times, because I'm afraid I might miss some of it or let some of it go over. See, I mean, now it's on this side. I don't understand why it's not down there in the bottom. When I start seeing it, I always back off, but This is a very fine material anyway, so I think what I'm going to do is paint it on this fine riffle side. And I mean, some people go 4 or 5 swishes until they re-stratify, but I just, man, 2 or 3 and I see gold in that corner and I quit. I guess I'm being extra cautious, but that's always okay. I guess especially if you're at the house and you're not pressed for time hiking out through the woods. Oh man, get a good bit of gold in the fines I'm seeing here. Some very fine stuff. Very fine sand. Definitely not coarse play sand like what you would get at Home Depot. It moves very fluently. I didn't even put any jet dry in this yet. I wasn't thinking. That might actually help a bit. A couple of squirty squirts. It actually does help the gold settle better, I think, but there it is again. I just 1 or 2 sloughs and I see the gold. For some reason, when I'm stratifying, it doesn't seem to be getting all the way into the corner of my pan. Or am I going in the wrong direction? Am I pulling too much to the side when I slough off? Should I be going more this direction? I see gold. Maybe there's just a lot of gold in there, because actually, if I go from side to side, I run into that same gold on both sides of the pan. So that leads me to believe there's a little bit of gold in these fines. It is 1 gram guaranteed, so. But I'm getting down to where it's mainly black sand now. And we can get a good bit more of it off of there. Starting to see gold over there. Probably roll it back now, but I just want to get a little bit more of that sand out of my way. I don't have a squirt bottle. That is on the menu. So we're going to do the tappy tap tap tap. And then just roll that. Man, that's a nice little amount of gold for just being in the fines. You see it there? The glare off of it. All you can see is my halo, huh? Turn it away a little bit so you can see. That's basically what came out of just the fines through that fine kitchen strainer. That's a pretty good bag. I got some, I've definitely got a little bit more sloughing to do here because I don't have a squirt bottle. So I just like to try to work some of the sand off of it. Makes it a little easier for me to suck it up. I'm going to be very careful not to see any of this gold move, and I just keep very slowly washing that sand out of my pan. I'm not in any kind of hurry. So fine gold in there. I really need to get me a squirt bottle. And keep sloughing. Keep sloughing. Very gently. I mean, about can. About. I mean, we're there. Might just be having a hard time because it's this little pan trying to roll the dirt back because there's not a lot of room in the roll. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set this off to the side over here, and I'm going to work our next bit of material. We've already magnetized it, so we're just going to dip it in, get it nice and wet, stratify it real good. All them big pieces of gold down to the bottom. They're already in the bottom. I saw them in the bottom when I was doing the magnet work. But so we will just do a couple of sloughs. I'm gonna look at these rocks as they're coming off, make sure I don't see any small granite or anything that looks interesting. Getting this size to move is my absolute arch nemesis. I don't trust myself sloughing this size rock, so I just choose that. Oh wow, well, this is, I thought it was a big nugget at first, but actually looks like it could be a piece of gold ore, but it's got a little bit of shine to it, and I don't think it's iron pyrite because it keeps its shine, but we're going to look at that one under the microscope too. So we're going to put that in with our little picker that we found earlier. Alright, go. Oh yeah, we're seeing some gold up here. Got a little picker right there near a picker. Oh, we missed it. Missed it. It's there still, but to re-stratify. Everything is down in the big pan. And I will redo this all one more time, probably 2 or 3 more times before it's over with. I'm just going to make this quick video of the first go around and see what I find the first time around. So, we got it down to some of the finer stuff. Wow, that's a neat piece of pyrite there that we just found. This is like a diamond tooth off of a blade. Is that what that is? Pyrite? That is wild. We're going to have to take a closer look at that. That was metal. I can't believe that wasn't magnetic. The thing is, I was seeing a lot of gold in this size right here. I mean, I saw several nice chunks. There's some good pickers in there. So they're in there, along with another one of those chunks of pyrite or metal or something. I think it's pyrite. So we're gonna give it a little bump, 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 bump like that on my palm. Then we can get down there with me. You want to lean it forward a little bit as you're tapping it. That way the gold goes to the top. And then I just go forward and back. Some people I've seen go from side to side with it. I just found if I'll go forward and back, then it eventually brings it all down nice and slowly. Don't see that water over there. Show you what we got. That is what we ended up with from the bigger stuff. So I'm going to set this off to the side as well. Then we want to get our snuffer bottle. See if we can get some of that sucked up. A little bit more water. We got all that in there. This is probably, I'll have to say, one of the best bags I've done so far. Even out of the GPA bags. And what's funny is what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all this gold that I get from this bag, well, and put it in a way it's separate and see, but I'm pretty sure it's probably the best bag. These here are super fines. I might be able to slough some more dirt off of them. I'm gonna see if I can. Alright. We got it all into the bottle now. Oop, 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 oop. Not all of it. Not all of it. And that's what I have to do is get this water out of there. Sometimes it takes me a couple times on the process with the snuffer bottle and getting through that. check this one more time. No gold in there. No gold in that pan. We'll check this one more time. This was the bigger material, so pretty sure I didn't miss anything. It's been classified. Yes. Good. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this pan out, put this pan in there, stratify it really well. Some water on. There we go. Not seeing anything interesting in the rocks and the gems, so I think we got all of that. So let's take this over to the fine side. I don't see anything shiny or yellow in there yet. Doesn't mean there's not anything. Yeah. Ooh, I do see one little yellow flake right there. Yep. So that is why I do it twice. I don't think I could have missed anything the second time, but just for fun, I will do it again. Now that we're down to nothing but black dirt in this little one here, we got a little bit of black sand and some others. Let's give it a tap with some black sand over here still in the ripples. Yep. Yep, got a couple pieces up here that I missed. If you can see them, they are right there. Two little pieces of gold that I missed. So, sniffer bottle. Set those little beauties up. I'm not seeing nothing else. So, yeah. We're going to leave this dirt in this pan. Going to, let's see, cut this water off the gold. Pour all of our gold out into our medium pan. Rinse it really good. Know that fine gold likes to stick to the wall, and it also mixes in with that black dirt. So, we've got it all in our small pan. We're gonna tap it all down to the front. It's not all going down. Alright, here we go. Get some of the black sand out of our way. So now I'm going to take this clean snuffer bottle, get it nice and clean. I've separated as much of the gold from the black sands as I can. And now I'm trying to use my snuffer ball to suck as much of that gold up as possible. What I have to do is have enough water in here to make that happen. So, take it nice and slow. Try to vacuum all that gold up. That is that. Just a tiny bit of black sand there. There. Rinse and just dump this out one more time and see how much black sand we got this time. I just kind of look in there. I don't see anything. I don't have anything in my straw. I'm not really worried about it too much. So, but let's see. Looks like our backup lighting and our halos went off on us. So I got this backup lighting that I use. These LEDs do the work. So this is hopefully a lot less dirt, a lot less black sand, and it is a lot less, but we still need to give it a good shake, rinse, and a dump. And make sure we get that black sand out of the bottle, because like I said before, it does get stuck with it. So let's see here. So that is, if you remember correctly, we got this one picker here. Some might consider that a nugget. I'm gonna dump this water off. Let me get rid of some of this water. Some of that black sand out the way too. I don't got all the black sand out of it now. I could go through the process one more time of sucking it up, which I probably will do just to remove this little bit of black sand down here. If I have my squirt bottle, I could probably trust myself to squirt it out, but I don't, so I may just go through the snuffer bottle process again, but I'm going to show it to you, and then I'm going to kill this video. You can see the one picker. I mean, I'm calling that my picker. It's not very big, but that's what we got. I'm going to get a dry weight on it. I'm gonna see what I can do about maybe speeding this video up to where it ain't so long. But let me get all this dried out and weighed up, and I'll let you know what we got from Klesh. Alright, well, all cleaned up. That's what we got. And I'd say it's pretty close to a gram. I haven't weighed it yet. I'm gonna dry it out. Let it dry out real good in my pan, my little metal tin here. Might just let it dry out in the pan, let it sit for a while, and I'll make a video when it's dry. I'm gonna wash out my gems in my large rocks here. I haven't done that yet, so put all these in my cup here. Give me a second to gather them. Also, I didn't notice on the back of this that he gives a little couple of links, one to a gemstone site where you can do some identification chart there. So I'll be checking those out. Pretty neat. That's Klesh, Paydirt. And that's where we're at. So I'm gonna wash these, then we'll get a look at them under the Tomlov microscope. What I do with my big pan? There it is. So I'm just gonna dump these in my big pan. A little water in there with them. Mix them around a little bit. I'm not gonna do any scrubbing on it or anything. I'm trying to get them wet and rinse them off. That right there is moving really light, almost like it's trying to float. I'm not sure what that is, but a couple of those in there. But that's the lightest moving material in the pan right there. I don't know what it is. That is a piece of rubber that flexes. You can see it. You can see it. It bends. There's an old piece of tire or something washed down the river, I guess. This is definitely rock or mineral. And these two right here. This one's hard too. Look at them and you can see them in the pan. They just kind of float around. So that's the minerals washed up. And let them dry in the pan. Take our concrete, put a lid on it. Classifiers. Take all of our rocks here. Put them in there, drop a couple, dump the water back off of them. Let those dry out a little bit. So, we got our gold, minerals, and we've got our dirt. And we will get a weigh up on this gold when it's dried out. Folks, I'll be honest with you. So, here's my bags that I've got. And this is pretty cut and dry. So all these bags, we've got the Mammoth, the Pioneer, the Clunker, Kanai Gold, GPA training bag, gold dirt bag, and the sourdough bag. That's all that came out of them, folks. About 2 grams. This is a guaranteed gram from Klesh, from one bag. The Klesh Gold Blast Paydirt, full gram guaranteed. I'm pretty sure there's a gram here. Like I said, I'm gonna let it dry out, weigh it up, and see, but I mean, there it is right there. I mean, to me, by looking at the naked eye, from what I see from here to here, I mean, I could dump this out into a pan and get you a better look, but we're gonna get a weight on it later. But this is a lot of bags compared to one bag. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess if you're guaranteed a full gram, it's always better than all these here that none of them had a guarantee, and most of them were like 0.3, 0.2, 0.3, maybe a little bit more. And I came away with some gems. Just some pretty neat little rocks, nothing big, nothing fancy and spectacular, but still something to look at. So to me, I'm gonna give this 5 stars. The Klesh bag, at least this Gold Blast Paydirt, is gonna get 5 stars because it's the best bag that I've panned so far, with quite a bit of gold coming out of it, as you can see, and quite a bit of gemstones coming out of it. And I'm not going to post this until I've got an actual weight for you, and I will probably put the weight in the title with the name of the bag. So that's where we'll be. You guys have a good night. Like and subscribe if you like my videos. I can use all the subscribers I can get. Thanks. Alright, well, change my setup a little bit. And I've done so that I can take a look at some of these and maybe share them with you in the microscope. This one here, well, let's dump these out. A little drier than pan out real quick. See if I can get this turned around where you guys can get a good idea. Those halos. Here, a piece of aquamarine. Take a look at it there. I believe that's aquamarine. Pretty good chunk of it too. And you can see how it lets the colors through in this microscope because of the sparkly background, I think. But man, is that cool. See that one? I wish this microscope could back up a little bit further so these, like this one here is a pretty good sized little gem. I believe that is a piece of aquamarine. There's several pieces of that in here. A ball, let me move this back out of the way. Actually not quite dried out yet. You see, so I want to do some sorting. Sorting, and then I'm going to study what sort of mat would be best to display these on, like a black mat or a white mat. There's a lot of little crystals. I didn't even realize how many little. That's a double. There's a little double crystal there. I love these little quartz crystals that I found. I think they're so cool. Like a little collection of them in here. Yeah, we're definitely going to piece all this up and take a better look at it. Alright folks, well here's the final cleanup video from the Klesh Gold Blast dirt bag. It's full gram guaranteed. Plus it came with a lot of really cool little crystals and gemstones that I was really stoked out about when I opened them up, because you usually don't see that in Paydirt, not in common Paydirt. But so here's where we're at with the Klesh. With the Klesh, we did get a full 1.1. Turn the scales on and show you that. This was a 5.3 vial is what it weighed before we put the gold in it. Now it's at 6.4. So we got 1.1 out of the Klesh. This is the gold. Weighs out 0.7, I think. It's 4.5 in the vial, 6.6. So we got 2.1 here. 2.1 from 7 other bags. So I'm gonna let you do the ciphering for yourself. Like and subscribe if you liked my video. I'll give a shout out to Klesh for his bag. It was cool. I give a shout out to all these other guys too, but I'm not gonna do it on this video because they have been showed up by Klesh, and I'm not gonna mention any other names. So that's where we're at. And I'm not sure what I might have missed in these stones and rocks here, but these are the ones that I pulled out that I recognize. And I will try to label them at some point. Pretty decent sized little stones for a gem bag. Wasn't even a gem bag, it was a Paydirt bag, gold dirt bag. And this is just a little bonus that was in it. Pretty cool.